SportsLink is OM's sports department, and we exist to promote and develop sports ministry through every OM field. It's amazing to see how sport can bring people together, give them common ground so they can share with one another, and through that Christians have a great opportunity to share the love of Jesus with people.
I think sport acts as a common ground. You know, kids or teenagers really, they enjoy sport, so you can use that to take the opportunity to speak to them. Because once you have their attention to the sport, they're going to be more willing to listen to you and listen to what you have to say about the gospel. So I would say yes, you can definitely use sport and the gospel.
Teen Street offers a great opportunity for sport to be used in ministry. You have 3,000 teenagers, loads of them love sport, and so every afternoon we've been involved in helping them with the sports activities, doing experiential learning through some adventure activities as well, and we've been able to get alongside the teenagers and teach them biblical principles through the sport.
We're having a team experience, Teens in Missions in Delft next week. We want to reflect Jesus to the people of Delft by telling them the gospel, but also showing it by what we do. And we're also going to try to find some original ways of evangelism.
This was a very simple exercise that they did, but you can draw so much out of a normal thing like that through experiential learning. They experience something and then they realize that things doesn't work as easy. And when we just draw out the whole truth of you cannot rely on yourself and your own strength, but you have to rely on one another. When they've realized and they've done it themselves and they see they cannot go far, and then starts after that if you bring through the truth that you have to trust on God or trust on somebody else, and they go through it and they see how much farther you can go by trusting somebody else. Through that experience they take it with them for life, and it's not just something that they learn through their head in a classroom.
Sport can open doors for ministry where it's hard to go in and do ministry in other ways. And it's been great to see how God has raised up people all around the world at this time to work through sport. And we've been able to partner with other organisations and work with them. We've also seen ministry in various parts of the world, quite different parts of the world. And sport has been the uniting factor to show that ministry is possible in many different ways, in many different places.
In Latin America, still a lot of work to do. The sport is very popular, but the church is still catching the fire. And so part of my work is going around and spreading the idea of using sport or being a sportsman, also a Christian, sharing your faith, and so it's a challenge to somehow spread the vision and see more people getting involved in this, because many just don't know that sport is a great bridge to reach out, make friends, and be a witness for Jesus. I've seen different ways how we should actually combine sport ministry with other ministries. On the ship, I was working with evangelism teams, and we always kind of brought the two teams together. Evangelism teams with creative ministry like dramas and mimes and so on, clowns, and then having a game, playing with the kids, a tournament. So sport is always a good way to get involved with other people, make friends, but also to attract people and then do something else you want to do in evangelism.
The last 3 years we've been in the Middle East. Where we live, I know that the leaders in the team, they've had a longing to start to work with a specific people group, and now we're actually doing that, and that thanks to sports, because I'm a coach for one of these teams, and that's opened up the door to very close society, and I become one of them because I'm a good soccer player and they love sports.
I have the privilege to teach women in aerobics, so we meet twice a week, and it's such a sight. I wish you could all see it. The women come covered, they're Muslims, they're long sleeved and long robes, and I close the curtains of the place where we are and tell them that there are no men in the building, and they take off their stuff, and underneath they have aerobics outfit, and we do workout twice a week. And in this way, they it took maybe 1 year, but after 1 year they start to invite me to their homes, and then we share life. I mean, their struggles, their problems, and also in some cases I've been able to share with them about Jesus.
One great thing I see is that sport brings people together, so you can get Christians coming alongside other Christians and learning from them as you play sport and interact together, and of course the great opportunities that there are to motivate people to be involved in sports ministry.
I think if I had an opportunity to do sports missions after I finish university, if that's the direction God wants me to go in, I would love to do it. And I think I've seen that OM Sports Link really presents the opportunity to people who are interested in going within that direction. You know, here's an organization that caters to people who want to do sports missions.